up, guys? Welcome to another episode of At Mike and Jay's. Guys, I am excited. I'm always excited. Everything I do, I'm excited. But guys, today I am focusing on our little fur baby, Maximilian. For those of you guys who don't know, we have a poodle. And guys, today I am going to show you guys how I make my dog's bone broth. Now guys, let me tell you, since we got Max, I was doing so much research on, the types of foods that I wanted to feed him. I really didn't want to do the kibble. I wanted to make like a homemade dog food for him. Unfortunately, that didn't pan out well. He was underweight, and the vet said that I needed to see a nutritionist. So I was like, okay, I did some more research, and I found, what would be another idea, because now he's on dog food. And so I read about this bone broth recipe, and I thought that, man, this is amazing. He gets all the minerals, all the nutrients, he gets everything that he needs from the bones into his diet, and he enjoys eating his kibble because of that. So guys, this is what we need. It's a very simple recipe. All you need are bones. So I have like 3 different types of meat here. I have the salmon head, and guys, these are very inexpensive. Just because you hear the word salmon doesn't mean that you spent an arm and a leg. This right here costs like $5.35 that I spent on this. These bones, this is beef bones, and I was able to get this for about $6. And this is whole chicken that I had, and I cut it and left the carcass. Because one of the good ingredients that you need for this is bone carcass, which I couldn't find anywhere. So I thought, wait, why not? Why don't I just make my own? So I cut all the meat off of my chicken, and I kept the bones. So I keep these bones for Max now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this meat out, because really it's not the meat that you need, it's the bones that you need. You're draining everything from the bone. So let me go ahead and kind of, cut some of these things out, stuff that I don't need. I'll go ahead and take it out of this chicken. All this fat here that I don't need any of that fat. So guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can't really take all the meat out of it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm just taking out things that I don't feel like he really needs in it. Because it's really the bones. That's really all I'm really focusing on. And just to have like a good variety of bones. And you don't have to necessarily get the fish head. If you could find this type of fish head, if you could find grouper, any fish head is good. Because all you need the fatty acids from it. You need the omegas from it. And that's going to give the dog the coat. Like the shiny coat comes from this. And the bones from that also. So that's it. I'm not going to really try to make this perfect to take all the meat out of it. And then you need apple cider vinegar. Try to focus on getting the one that has the mother, getting organic apple cider vinegar with the mother. This is the one that we went ahead and got. Let me wash my hands, guys, because I'm dealing with raw meat. So guys, your fur pets, they get so much nutrients out of this. It's good if they're a picky eater. It's good for gut health. It's good for joints. I know we have a big dog. We have a poodle, and so they're prone to having joint problems. So with this really helps them, and it aids their joints, and it minimizes that problem for them. Like I said, it's good for their coat, and it's a number of vitamins and minerals and nutrients that they get from it. You guys can go ahead and look into that. But this is the steps that I go through. If you don't have a slow cooker, you can go ahead and just put it in a pot full of water. You put your ingredients in here. This fish head is gonna take up most of the space. Yes, guys. Da-dum, da-dum. Oh, the tongue is there too. Wow. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in there. We're gonna put our bone marrow in there. This is the beef bone. Bone marrow. And we're gonna go ahead and put our carcass in here. We go ahead and break that up a little bit because this thing does not have any space. Okay. Go like this, guys, and you slow cook this thing. Fill it up with water. You put apple cider vinegar in it. Now what the apple cider vinegar does, it's not for flavor, it's not even seasoning. You don't even have to add any salt to this. Don't add anything, just keep it as if. The dogs love this. What the apple cider vinegar does, the acid breaks down the collagen, and the collagen is the most important thing that the dogs get from this, or the cat that they get from this, is the collagen. And the collagen, once it sets, it turns into like this gelatin. You'll see it at the end, but it's so amazing on how that happens. Fill it up with water. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the slow cooker. Mix this apple cider up. Put a little bit. And voila, that's it, guys. It takes nothing. Put it on low. So this is gonna slow cook for 24 hours. And guys, after 24 hours, I will see you all. And guys, you know what? You can go ahead and ask your vet, because I know me, I cooked for my dog before even asking my vet, and he wasn't getting everything that he needed. So of course, anything that you see and read on the internet or on YouTube, you know, make sure just double check with your vet. But trust me, I know this is really good and they're gonna agree with it, but it doesn't hurt to ask, all right? So guys, as you can see, the broth is currently boiling. Still have it at a low. Like I said, you can keep yours in a regular stove top. Just keep it at low, let it simmer for 24 hours. It is currently 1:35, just turned 1:35. So we still have 9 more hours for everything from that bone to transfer into the water to make this delicious bone broth for your fur friend, your cat or your dog. All right, guys, we will see you in another 9.5 hours. Then we'll let it cool down, and then I'll show you the next step. All right, guys, 24 hours have gone by. This is what the broth looks like, guys. As you can see, it's kind of charred up top because, you know, just because the water wasn't over it, but that's okay. You know, it's all gonna work out, because once you mix it up, look at all of this, guys. This is the meat, this is everything that was slow cooked. And all we're gonna do now is we're gonna take all this meat out of the bone. We're gonna throw all the bones away. Actually, let me get my trash can, you guys. Do not give your dogs these bones. I know they said, oh, give dogs bones. Don't give your dogs cooked bones. And as a matter of fact, these bones, they don't have anything in them. Everything that was in them are in this broth. So there's no need to give this to your dog. If you want to give your dogs bones, just give them fresh bones. Give them raw bones, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and get my trash can, because I'm gonna have to discard of the bones. You should too. Okay, guys, these are the things you need. You need your blender. You need a container that you're gonna put your broth in. You can use a strainer, that way none of the bones go into the broth. And that's it. You need some tongs, because this is pretty hot, guys. Let me tell you, word of advice, do not do this at night, because if you start it at night, 24 hours from that, it's gonna be nighttime. And so you wanna make sure that it's not too hot. But, you know, I went ahead and put it in the refrigerator just to kind of cool it down faster, because it's kind of late. We started this late last night, which I shouldn't have done, but it's okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take everything out that I don't need and keep everything that I need, put it in there. Guys, comment down below if you've heard about the benefits of feeding your dog bone broth. Comment down below if you've done it before. You know, I want to hear from you guys. I've been giving this to my dog for about maybe 2 months. 2 months now. He loves this thing. He loves it. He loved when I was giving him homemade dog food, because I was giving him real food, you know. But we had to stop, so I gave him the second best thing, and he loves this thing. And if you try it, you know, let me know. Just come back on the comment section and let me know what happened with your dog. If your dog was a fussy eater, if they're eating it, let me know what's going on. Or your cat, you know, I want to hear about cats too. I don't have a cat, so I don't know, but I know it's good for them also. You get all the big bones out of there. All these are the beef bones. The fish, you can get away with the fish with putting some of the bones because it's gonna grind really easy. Chicken bone and the beef bone, definitely get rid of. Guys, you see how this broth is? Once this thing sets in the refrigerator, it turns into gelatin, and that's it. It doesn't come back to this liquid anymore, which is really cool. You can freeze these up, guys. You can freeze them up, and you can give it to your dog as treats. Guys, this is a really easy process. It doesn't take much of your time. All it takes is patience. This is the hardest part, you know. It's nothing you have to do. You don't have to season. You don't have to clean meat or anything like that. You don't even have to buy the most expensive meat. Just bones. Some nice good bones. Oh guys, and another thing, you can freeze this also, but don't freeze it in a glass jar, okay? You can put it in, if you have a tray for your ice cubes, you can put that in there. You can put it in some freezer dried bags, but don't freeze it in the mason jar in glass. You can store it in the refrigerator in a glass, but definitely do not freeze it. All right. That's it, guys. So I'm gonna head and do the final step. Put this broth in here. I don't like to waste any of this. This is too good to waste. Alright guys, and this is how it comes out. Okay, it sounds like a bone is in there, so I gotta make sure I get that out. Okay. This is how it comes out, guys. It's liquefied at first. Then once you store it in the refrigerator, it becomes solid. It stays like that. All right, guys, there you have it. This is the broth. This is the broth, and I will show you how it looks in the morning when I put some on my dog's meal. This is how it looks after it's been in the refrigerator. You see how it gets? And I just go ahead and put it in his food. Mix it in with his food. Turn this dry food into wet food. He gets all the nutrients, the hydration from this. He loves this stuff. Guys, if you have not yet subscribed, subscribe to the family. We're doing so many things on this channel. You're learning, you're getting entertained, anything, whatever. And if you have any suggestions on what you want to see us do, drop it in our inbox. Let us know at @_MikeandJays on Instagram, and we will get back to you. Love, peace, and joy. We out.